Crack that one. I don't know if I do it or not. Wait, what did I have in that's realized I traded away my blood thing.
Still alive.
Forgot I didn't switch it
Not too
out.
bad.
I am making a new one of those. Yeah, I mean it can be hard though sometimes to actually see that. It's like yeah, there's like so many people in the world that will just like, if not take advantage of others, will just go out of their way to like harm others. Like there's like I rarely see like an in between. It's normally one or the other. I don't just say like I'm a saint, right? Like, for example, I'm someone who could sell out pretty easily, but at the same time, is like you know, you could have like other people where like they just do things which even like I would put as like morally bankrupt. Example that would be something like Logan Paul, where like uh, not only has he like sold out his audience like 3 different times, he just continues to do it and kind of accepts the fact that he's an asshole. Which is like, something I always find funny. It's just like you have like Logan Paul like do like a bunch of crypto scams, get called out for it, and his solution's like, ah yes, I'll sue the ones uh, claiming that I'm scamming my audience. While he's in like 2 lawsuits revolving around it already. And especially as like one of those lawsuits came as he was gonna get like questioned for something. Oh, I keep forgetting buttons. I'm kind of hoping we do get to. Or even if it's just like for a few like streams or kind of like yeah, just get to play it like a bit. The thing is, I kind of want to see what the game's like. So I need to refill my ammo. Don't need that. Don't need this. Don't need that. I can't remember which one is it has my money in. Like I have that money. Yeah, imagine like you are like, cause the thing is like, obviously it's like a little bit different with how, like, well, for me at this point, like I'm basically free, literally every Monday to Friday. It's like I was kind of hoping that at some point, like, if you, me, BB, and Hermit are able to play some like Helldivers potentially at some point as well. Like I think that'd be pretty cool as well. Is there anything else I want this to make? Oh, actually, I need to make a new blood bag. I sold all of mine. Craft one of those. Yeah, like, make sure you actually like study full your stats. 'Cause obviously, that's going to be affecting your grades. That's pretty important. I knew BB was here. He's like, it's one of those things like BB's kind of just like, yeah, he's like pretty good. It's one of those like, uh, BB likes to have like his like little lurky bits, and that's always good. Well, he's. I remember like with my test, there was options of using notes, but no one in my class used like notes. But I think that's also called like I was in bottom set for like all my lessons, right? So I think it was like uh there's like people in my uh class and stuff like that, we're not really trying to pass. Hi, Roy. How'd the stream go? I for us, it's like the math is like separated in like calculator and non-calculator. When I was in school, and it was like uh, there was like notes I think you could take to like it wouldn't be for answers, but like you could have like notes of how to do certain questions. Hopefully you're doing okay, Roy. I get to do. Roy, you're worth it. Because you're cool, Roy. It's like I rarely get to see your streams because it's like the last few weeks. Well, the last week I was like working all along, and like sometimes when it comes to streams, I just like end up missing them, and I'm just like I'm kind of sad when I miss them. I'm just really happy to see you, Roy. You got me like while I was like making some like new stuff for like uh well I'm trying to like make upgrades because I've kind of like been neglecting the upgrades. I've been just kind of like mining resources and kind of just like doing story stuff for like a while. Oh, I didn't realize you're on sick leave. I hope you're doing okay. But, like my assumption was just that you had like either a really high paying job or like that you were like living with someone or something along those lines. At least like that's what I always like assumed when it came to Europa. It's just like that's just like my assumption. Well, so I need to make a new blood talk. I make an upgrade because I need to like, make an upgrade to get a better one. I can't. I don't have the thing for it. I actually spent that already. So I guess I'm just making one of these. Oh, really? The thing is just like I always just assumed that you had like just a high paying job and I just assumed like that was the thing that was mainly like helping pay the bills and stuff like that. There's also like I didn't really like so I'm not sure if this is accurate. I kind of assumed you were from Germany because of Ham was making jokes to you about Germany, so I was like they're going like, oh wait, is Roy from Germany? Because like from there, then I was like, wasn't sure if it was like maybe a joke because you're from Germany or because of like you're like I didn't know if it was like for example like making fun of like you being German or if it was I wasn't too sure what the context of it was. Did I get ammo? I did. It's like when it comes to me, like I'll pick up like little details that people have like said to me, or like I said on stream, and I'll kind of like keep that somewhere in my head. It's like when it's something like Liz, like she was asking me how I knew she's in Florida, and I'm like, well, people keep on saying like, oh, Florida, when it comes to her. So I'm there going like, I kind of just assumed she was from Florida. True. I think there's like a lot of that, to be honest, in the world. Probably need to actually make some more health kits now as I think about it as well. For me, it's like, well, I was gonna make a weapon upgrade thing. I've got like base weapons and I've got like base equipment in general. So I was there going like I kind of need to like make sort of like weapon fabricators and stuff. Like this one's a vehicle. I don't actually know if I need this or not right now. So I don't know. Do I want to use that? Cause like I think my network. I'm pretty. Is it like my like knowledge in this game is kind of okay. So I'm already on like 140 of the circuit or something. So the thing is, like, I think I need to put down another generator if I want to put more down. Long swords. If I can make... There's the upgraded sword. He's like, what's the difference between these? Okay, there's a massive difference between these two. Just the damage alone. Shield break is also bigger on it. Okay, well... No, so I'm lucky I didn't sell the blade parts, because I was going to sell that because I hadn't found a use for it. I was a bit confused of why I needed it. That's 15 to break shield, a 17 to break shield, and more damage. The only thing though is like I don't see too often like guns being useful in this game. Like sniper rifles, I assume, and then that's gonna be shotguns. I'm thinking like, do I switch out my gun to that's 10 meters? Decent like distance, I guess. Or do I want to go for more like a sniper rifle? I already got this one. So I found a video of someone hunting wild hogs. 50 cal. The thing is like, well, if it was something like a hog, wouldn't you use something maybe a little more like a shotgun? I'm thinking like, maybe if I use this gun? Because I need to like update my weapons. I also need to like update my other stuff as well. I just kind of want to make like another chest and just have that as like my chest of things soon to be like sold somewhere. So I make like a little chest. A wrong thing. This one. If I do storage. Have that one there. Oh, sure it uses iron ingots. Because after I replace... This one can replace that, I assume. And this one will replace this. And at least, hopefully that's better weapons for me. Yeah, I like that. Like, this is the kind of weapon I like to use. The one I had as well, I also like. I think that it does have 5 more meters of distance I can use. But, to be honest, I like... Well, I'm going to have to use a knife most of the time anyway, so... Probably might as well. And then if I need to, like... I think make another generator. Luckily, like, cause I remember like last time I put down like a bunch of things and I lost power, and I was like, shit, what do I do now? Then I don't know if I actually have any. I think I got rid of some of my ones, didn't I? No. No, I have some. There you go. And then now if I manage, I got 225 circuit power. But it's cylinder block. On like YouTube, you can find some pretty like fun sort of shooting videos. Yeah, I need more iron. Still iron for that, but it won't let me make this. Okay, I'd have to like do this with more roof. So that can happen, I guess, later. Drink some piss. Let's see. We've also got. Then I have something else as well. Utility. That's a repair station already got. Recycler I've already got. Upgrade. I don't know where I get that. Oh, I got 6 of them. They're in. I did hear about in Florida there was like someone that got like arrested. I think recently. No, not arrested. I think they did. I was like, it was one of those like look maxing people. Let's max 3 ingots. Make more iron. I guess I'll go out and I'll get some more blid. Again, right? Yeah, cause I heard that I think it was that he shot a dead alligator or crocodile or something, or like that's what the claim from his side is. And then from what I heard, it's like he made the claim of that. The Florida state says that he shot an alligator or something, and apparently it's a protected species. And then I'm just thinking, like, I've seen, like, people, like, shooting alligator. I've seen videos of that. I don't know if that worked as well as my last gun, just probably because, like, it probably wasn't hitting as efficiently as the last one was. But I saw I had more health kits in my base, so wanted to switch that out too. I'll quickly get blood from him. My keyboard a little bit. Get them to come to me. Oh, thank God that's a 1-hit. Like, before it was like a 2-hit thing. I think his name was like Particular or something. Was it the guy? I might be incorrect about this. Like, something I realize is you can technically break the shield. Oh, he killed someone. Not really sure how useful. It does seem like it's a bit hard to, like, with this. I don't think he was a amateur out of infantry. Hello. Pretty bad timing for you. Oh, I was sure it was gonna kill me. Let's get this sword out. Get him to come.
Your water is mine.
The water is mine. No thank you. Okay. I didn't understand though, like why anyone would let them stand back up. Oh, consume spice. I didn't actually know that it does though. I guess it just like fills up my bar. Oh, that sand's useful. Probably should like keep an eye out for that. And actually, I guess the weapon parts are also useful now that I'm going to be like actually able to use them. Like, I guess I'm gonna like find his armor thing useful. I don't remember looting him, so it might just be like where he's in a weird spot. Liking the fact there's weapons seems to be doing more than before. This is like, it's an improvement. Gonna be a demon reserve because of how aggressive and defensive my. The thing is, like, I wonder, like, I don't know how long I would survive military. I think I would try pushing more than I can. Like, there's a manga I was reading before where it had like this commander guy that like he basically would keep on rushing ahead, way ahead of his like soldiers, to a point where like his soldiers can't actually hold the area he was pushing into, and like the main line couldn't keep up either. Let's also. Like, I think I am getting low on scrap metal, so it might be worth actually picking up some. There's like this thing here. Imagine this is where I'm getting all my small like battery, like vehicle batteries. And those are the tanks reserved here. So is it like, so when it comes to reserved tier, is that a case of like, there's just like some tanks, that are kind of like the kind of basic sort of tanks, like ones that like, anyone can like sort of just use, or like I imagine there's like some base tier tanks where like they've probably got like decent stats but just not, but like I think from what I can assume with like War Thunder is like some tanks are probably literally like sort of built to win sort of things, just because of like the fact of like with some, I don't know, like with some tanks where you buy them being like more, I guess like useful in like scenarios. I assume like though, if they're like World War like two tanks, the thing is I imagine like obviously any modern tank is going to be like for the most part superior. Like I don't think there's going to be like really many modern tanks that are not going to survive kind of like, you know. Oh, I don't know if I maxed out my water. That was gonna be nice, especially with me using like a lot of water to make resources. I'm like curious about like I should like pick up some more like well, there's like caves near me. I'm like they're going. I'm kind of tempted to go to these caves. Wait, is it a sandstorm coming? I thought it just was like a red flash up on the map. I guess it's nothing. I feel like maybe a sandstorm was coming, and I was like, oh shit! Like I need to bolt back home. That's further up.
Who goes
Shields
there?
up!
Love how that enemy's back there. So what would be a knife enemy is trying to shoot me. And we do some blood taken. Oh yeah, I'm British. Like I was a part of like I'm from the Englandos. It's like so the thing is like me, Ham, and Wa are like British. Uh, normally find it British. uh, I think this is because there's like probably in the world there's just like a lot of crazy people out there. And again, like when it comes to like some British people, like I've seen some crazy ones. Like, you know, because like I live in like a kind of really poor area, right? I've seen like kind of like the mums that have, for example, like 5 kids, and like they're kind of like I wouldn't say the smartest or the most reasonable people. Uh, like what they're like people that have like had like slept with multiple people and then like wondering why they're in the position they're in is like a big thing around where I am. So I know like for example, one person's down the road, they're a friend of the family, but like they have like I think 5 or 6 kids, and like that all came about from them like having one partner that was a drug addict, and then went to another partner um, who had some mental issues, and it's like then was shocked that the partner was not TOS friendly thing when it comes to one of her sons. I had to like process what to say there for a sec. But yeah, it's like there's like things here. Yeah, they like for example, I know like I think like up the road from me, it's like on the hill bit. There's like a registered paedophile there. Like, and there's like tons of parks around here. And, not the greatest, not the greatest area. It's like, for example, there's like a lot of like, I don't hear the word like fentanyl or anything used here. Normally here it's mainly crackheads or meth heads, at least in my area, like that, or like.
Hello there.
Oh, hi, you. Oh, this guy got a gun. Oh, oh god, that still hit me. The smart thing would have been put my shield on.
Reloading.
You doing okay, Yui? I imagine you've not long gotten up. Or have you got yourself something to eat? Oh. The thing is, like, I thought Bo could be streaming before now, because I was like, I've noticed that Bo has been like lately starting a little bit later than normal. He's like, I hope everyone's having a good time. But I imagine, Roy, if you're in Germany, I imagine you're probably like 2 hours ahead of me or something. I know in France they're 1 hour ahead. I think it's the same with Spain as well, or at least like depending on what part of Spain. I've been on like I've been to mainland Spain and I've been to like islands that are owned by Spain. Oh, so it's only an hour ahead. I assume like you'd be. Yeah, actually, I don't know. Like, with how I know, like Germany's like bigger than UK. And I also know that like Germany is connected to like a lot of the European countries. It's been like Central like Europe. I do kind of wonder then, like in that scenario though, if you have like two different time zones in different parts of Germany. Because also, before BB told me, I just assumed it was just the UK that changed our clocks at certain times of the year. Well, I just thought it was like maybe a Northern Hemisphere sort of thing, and like that was what it was, rather than like something to do with like the distance of like the Earth and the Sun, sort of like being at a further or closer point. Us. The thing is, like, I don't know. It's like I guess it's like depending on where you are as well. But I think it's like China. I heard has just one set time for like everything. I think that was easy. Kind of hoping I'll get like more loot from these. I guess I haven't really gone too far out from my base right now. The thing is, like, with France, I could get to France in about an hour or two, maybe. Like, and that's technically in the car because they got the Euro train. Probably quicker to go on plane there, I'd assume. The thing is, just like, when it comes to Germany, I've never been. Like, Germany's one of those countries where I wanted to go to, But I've got like a long list of countries I want to go to. But, like I live in England. I've never gone to Ireland or Scotland, so I've been wanting to visit them. Uh, then it's like I have Germany. I want to go there. I wanted to go there when I hit 18 originally. I'm 27, soon to be 28. I was thinking, I've been told that Germany has nice drinking, so I wanted to kind of like. I think I got told they have nice alcohol in Germany. Because I remember like when I was not far away from 18, I remember like wanting to go to Germany full when I was 18 because I wanted to like basically just get drunk. Like normally in England when people want to get drunk here, they basically just go to Spain. They go to like Madrid. Is like the normal spot people tend to go to. At least like that's like the go-to. I remember like one of my friends went to, I think for his 20th, he went to Madrid. Where I remember like him just kind of telling me about how he kind of blacked out and he found himself like on a street in Spain with his wallet gone. That's like they're going like, because that kind of sounds like a fun night out. I remember, like, especially when it came to, cause I think, like, I've gone out drinking not actively all that often, and even, like, even less so when I got, like, as I've been getting older. But I remember, like, when, I, like, just, kind of, like, turned 18/21 area, and I was, like, there going, like, I was going out drinking with, like, friends to the point of where my friends had to carry me to the bus. Like, for me, it's, like, it's been a while since I've actually had alcohol, so it'd probably be quite a bit to actually get me. It wouldn't take so much to get me drunk. I remember like so when I was I remember like this between 18 and 21. I went out a few different times. So like one time I went out, I had like 8 pints of lager, followed by I think I had I want to say 5 shots of uh, vodka. It was basically my friend was supposed to be splitting shots with me, but he thought he was getting too drunk, so I ended up drinking it for him and me. And then I remember like we went out to another club where we got like this massive cocktail. And then I remember like I remember like us going into a Chinese place, and like my friends saying about how I'm really into Chinese food. And me just being like really drunk, asking for like chips, with like salt and vinegar on. But he's like, I think that was the one where I think I tripped when I was crossing the road, and I smashed my phone. If I remember correctly. Uh, then I had like there was like another time when I went out with my friend and almost got him banned from his club. And I was like constantly running across like a main road to get more money out to pay for more drinks. Well, it's like I think like I'm gonna say worse, but it's kind of just the more boring time I went out drinking was when I think this was from it was my 21st or it was like just before or just after it. I remember one of my friends was like, "Hey, yeah, let's go out drinking. I know this pub. I know the sort of landlord. It's fine. As like he knows like the sort of pub landlord. Like he knows the owner. Um, so we like go out. He, I start like having a few lagers, right? And then he like tells me that he has liver issues, and so he can't drink. And then on top of that, like, um, Oh no, there's like two separate times I'm merging together. Because there was like one time I went with him and he had ID, and one time he didn't have ID. There was like one time when he had ID, and after saying that he couldn't have any drinks, he was getting annoyed that he was getting me to pay for it, right? So I was paying for him to have like cokes, while I was having like lager, and then he got like annoyed because I wasn't getting him Guinness. And I had like another time. I was actually well on the one where I was getting him Guinness though. It was like I was getting him Guinness. We had a few pints. The plan was to go into town and drink some more, but he said he wanted to go home. And then there was like this random old guy that had like a flask of liquid. I remember like he offered for me to drink some, and it was like 40% like whiskey or something like that. I wasn't expecting it, so I just went like I drank it, but I was almost like like when when you get hit like something strong and you weren't ready for it. There was another time we went to that same pub though, where it was like it was like a different person serving, right? So they refused to like serve him because he didn't have ID on him, and like that time was when like I was having lagers. I got told if he wanted a drink, he was gonna have to get ID, even if he knew like the owner. I mean, it's like no. To be honest, it's a lot different from like when I went to Spain, and I went into like when I was in Spain, alcohol was so cheap. I remember like I went with my aunt to a random like sleepy town that had like there were like a lot of like retirement people going on holiday. Uh, I went into like one of the shops and they had like a bottle of wine, like white wine for like €2. And I remember like I was like I bought that, was like drinking that. Uh because it's like in the place we went to, it was like breakfast they had like a unlimited bottle of champagne that they just keep on refilling. And then like the second like I basically like your option were like buy a drink there or like if you wanted a special drink, which was like €6, €7, or go to one of the shops nearby for €2 for the same drink. I think well for us we used to have it where like it was for smoking was like I think 16 and drinking was 18, and then they pushed the smoking up to 18 as well. But like, I think in America the drinking age is 21. Um, yeah, like when I was a kid, I remember like the smoking age was like 16. And then I remember like, 'cause, like I was still in school when it was 16. Cause I remember, some of the girls in my school, were literally smoking just outside the school before going in, and I was at the end of, the day they would go smoking. And the thing is like, I when I was younger though, like I had my older sister was a smoker, and like she threatened to beat me, if she ever catch me smoking anything. And I can tell you this, like having someone threaten to beat you if they catch you with like cigarettes or anything certainly helps. But it is kind of like a weird thing where like there's someone in my family, like kind of like more distant family who literally sells um not the correct ones. The thing is like I already wasn't really a fan of it anyway because it's like the smell of smoke kind of put me off. Like smoking put me off. And on top of that as well, it was like, um, you know, the thing is like it surprised me that the school did nothing about people smoking. Like even like when they made it so you had to be 18, and you then had like school kids just smoking outside the school. You're there going like, I feel like the school should do something about this. I feel like this school like should be more responsible. Like they're more interested when I bring like a DS like I into like the school than the kids being outside smoking and stuff. So it's like my school used to have like a thing where if you lived close enough, you could basically just leave, go home, eat lunch at home, and then come back. I used to love that. I would finish school, go home, like put on like a TV show, and like just like eat something, and then walk back to school. But it's also like something else that also probably didn't help with like my opinion on smoking as well is when my oldest sister like she had a one night stand and that led to having a kid, right? And it was like uh she kind of went cold turkey as soon as she realized she was pregnant. The only thing though is like her friends were still like smoking around her, but her friends were like massive smokers, and it became like a thing of like my niece when she like my oldest niece when she was born was she had like these like ear things that was apparently like caused from like I think like at the time they were blaming like their secondhand smoke. So like my sister was making it so her friends had to like go outside to smoke and then like uh sort of come in afterwards. I just I remember like we had to like, keep on going into like the doctors because of my niece's ears, and it was like they said it was like due to the smoking, and I that also didn't help my opinion on like smoking. But again, like there is some things I would be more okay with. Like I haven't had weed, but if I had it in brownies, I would be happy to try. But at the same time, though, it's like a weed is not allowed here, and b um, when it comes to uh, like my housing officer, for example, he like there is a pay in our like agreement that if they catch any like illegal drugs in like the property or the smell of it, drugs, then they will just use that against me. So like if they wanted to like legalize weed and then I could try it, that'd be cool. But like my housing officer would literally like he already is trying to find like every little reason to sort of either kick me out or stuff like that. So I'm like I'd rather just like you know not give him like an extra reason to bitch at me about. It's like yeah, I feel like there's like bigger things like the council can do, but for some reason the council where I live decides to go over like all like the little things. So like instead of like any major crimes happening, like they just refuse to look into stuff. Like I'm assuming both of you might be aware of stuff like the grape gangs, to save myself TOS stuff, when it comes to like England. Stuff like where like the government refuses to look into it. Mainly because like more likely politicians are involved in it, and I don't think they want to incriminate themselves. It's like a funny thing about that as well is I saw a thing yesterday. It was like from the House of Commons. It was like I think it was a Times or something like that. They show this clip of Starmer leaving the House of Commons when the question about the grape gangs came up. He literally just like left the thing when they were supposed to like I think there was like a debate on like to ask questions about either that or something else, and it's like I think it was something like that. And, like they ended up talking about the gangs, and he just literally just walks out. He's like, we have got like medical use ones here, but then you need like you have to like call your GP to make an appointment to see a GP to then have them assess you, and then to assess you to then like say if you need it or not. Because it's like you could have weed if it's for like medical uses. I just at the same time wish like yeah, I'm kind of like I wish there was like more that they could do. maybe it's like I don't know if it's the same for you. Um, Here we've got like it's like nationalized healthcare, but it's kind of like nationalized healthcare is also kind of like limited, as in like it's like pre-blocked up. It's like we have free healthcare, but it's like also like depends. But like they give you here the option between like free healthcare and it would only really do like the kind of bare minimum. So like it would do preventative like healthcare stuff. It will do um sort of like if you need like a dire surgery or something, that's all free. Um you have for example like something let's say you have like an issue with like your breathing, like your nose shape or something is affecting your ability to breathe. For a nose job, they would technically make you pay for that because like it wouldn't be direly needed. And then it's like in the case of like for example your teeth and eyes, like hearing, like your like hearing aids and glasses and like your teeth, that's done in a thing of like if you're let's say 0 to 18, it's free. Um, if you're above 18 but you're on UC, then you can get it for free. If you're uh above 18, you're working, then you got to pay. Really, it's like you make it so like if it's not medically like required, then it's not free. Uh, and it's like even if it is like yeah, it's like for example, on the 17th I got like to go to have a tooth removed. Apparently they needed to make it a surgery because it's like one of my like molars that needs to be removed. Like that itself is free for me because it's like apparently too bad for the dentist to do it, so they're giving it to the NHS to sort out. And because it's a surgery, and they say it's apparently going to affect my ability to eat, even though it's been like at this point like 2 months since they said that they're going to make the appointment. Like I remember like, I saw this like triangle thing, which was supposed to be like uh, it was I don't remember what it was. It was like there's this triangle thing where it was like tries to work out. I'm just like forgetting things I was like gonna do. Binary utilities. It's still ingots I need for that. But yeah, it's like there's degrees. What I was gonna make was some health kits because I need some of those. The thing is, like right now, there's like massive debates here when it comes to like um 'cause, like, when it comes to England in general, we have an issue of like people that aren't sort of civilians kind of like using the NHS. Like they are paying for it. Like they have to like if it's like a non-citizen, they make them pay for it. It's just that also it's actually kind of cheap. Sort of like health well general healthcare is cheap here. It's not like you're gonna go into hospital and then end up in debt. But it kind of makes this then like it's a bit harder to like see everyone when there's like hundreds of people like coming into like the hospitals daily. Like some waiting times in A&E here are like 8 hours and stuff. I've been lucky enough to dodge all that, but it's like there has been times where like people have just kind of like yeah have to wait like 8 hours plus to see a doctor. I'm gonna empty out my container. I'm gonna farm some water. It might be worth actually to make more water containers just so that I can grab more of this. Well, it depends a little bit. When it comes to me, like, I live in a small town, and it's like 8 hours. If you're in like a more populated area, it could be probably even longer. Like, me personally, I've always been lucky where I've only had at most to wait 2 hours for uh to make the to actually have an appointment like almost impossible sometimes. But the actual like uh was it all water? It kind of like a little bit depends a little bit. Like I remember like for example, I think my niece had it where she basically fallen off some monkey bars and she'd broken her arm. This is when she was like 6 or something, and she had to wait in like A&E for like she got there at 4 5 in the morning, and it's like she didn't actually get seen until about I want to say it was like 10 a.m. something like that, 12 a.m. I guess it'd be 12 p.m. I was getting confused with 12 because it's like there's 12 for midnight and there's also 12 for uh you know I always get confused. But like saying like 0 o'clock sounds weird to me. Uh, there's like 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. I'm gonna do something. I kind of like blanked on what I was gonna do. Good news, I've made the paste, so I can give that to Wah later. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Wait, wasn't it like the reason I went out was because I need water, wasn't it? See, I'm not actually that smart, you see? So the thing is, I can keep on, like, I kind of, like, forget half of what I'm doing while I'm doing it. But it's like, when it comes to time-wise, it's just, like, I find it hard to, like, sometimes, like, attack, yeah, I'm even struggling to say the word, like, articulate, like, hunting humans. Like, fill up my water here while I'm here, and then probably would be worth making more water containers so I can use this. Use a rifle to hunt the deers. The thing, I was watching this thing that talked about like vegan farms. Oh, hello. Oh, just got funny timing. What I would, alright, I went through. nowhere. I imagine like the on the second shot it either like went through straight away, or it actually exploded the like watermelon. I was gonna say about like I was watching this thing where it was like a podcast where it had like someone who like runs a like vegan farm or something like that, or like an organic like farm or something like that. Talking about like how apparently for them to like actually operate, they apparently need to actually like kill a lot of animals that come jumping over the fence and stuff to like uh yeah, like to basically kill them so they don't eat the crops. Might give myself like more uh I drop the blood I have, I'll get some more containers for when I'm out. So I can get like more water that way. I probably should empty out my inventory as well, I guess. Yeah, it's probably might be soon time to repair my belt and that, 'cause I'd rather not make it from scratch. Let's see. One thing is, do I have the iron now? I do. I'd like try and move that back. I feel like that's way too out. I don't need like it's literally poking out that much. There you go. Well, I'm assuming I can make some better stuff, but I think the slaver stuff was actually a lot more like that. The thing's like blade is the thing that pretty fucks me the hardest, followed by like the heavy sort of gun wise. It's a moment. The thing is, when it comes to the podcast I was watching, if I remember correctly, um, it's kind of going back like a little bit in my memory, right? I watched it in like an old podcast, and it was like I think maybe in a Joe Rogan one. I'm not too sure. But it was basically a guy talking about like how I think it was like about it was something along the lines of that. It was something about when people kind of want like more greener like energy sources and food sources and stuff like that. But then like the amount of animals get killed in the process to make that stuff like I think you were saying like for example like to make an organic farm they have to make the farms bigger, which means taking up more wildlife like space so the food can be like greener with less chemicals. So, like it made sense, right? It was kind of like yeah, I guess like technically speaking, someone like to make uh like if you got like where a lot of your crops are gonna get destroyed, you probably would need like that extra space. I need more steel for the slaver stuff. I think the thing that concerns me is like the blade mitigation and like a lot of the things I can make is okay. Slaver heavy jerkin. This one actually looks nice. Might make. I was thinking like, oh, like the blade mitigation is better. It's not. It's actually a lot worse. Or is that no? That's part of the whole uniform. Like, everything like the blade integration is like pretty bad. Then again, like that is an improvement, and it's like dash stamina cost is increased. Hmm. I think that. But there's only like more steel to even do that, which means more blood, which means more water. Was it all blood? Yes. Was it all water? Okay, now it's come out of carbon, so I'd need to like make more carbon. I'm thinking like it might be worth making a base soon. Like making a new base that's like maybe somewhere like around here or something. If I have like a base around here, I'll have like a good resource to the places below. But I'm also thinking like if I migrate up this way, it might be also probably somewhere. I'm thinking like if I make a base around here, it's to do like it's a massive hit. Hmm. I think like maybe if I have it. Maybe if I have it around by here. I've got my sandbag there anyway. I'm thinking like maybe if I had my base round by here or something, then I'm like close enough to where transporting goods wouldn't be too insane. Okay, like my helicopter thing's gonna break soon enough. So if I had like a base round about here somewhere, I'd be able to go down here with my sandbike, go down here, go around here to go back to this base if I needed to, or like go from here to like here. So like right now, if I wanted to get like for here, I have to like go there, cross that, or go here, across there, go up this way, and there's like a whole lot of like fluff. Um, let's check something.